Well, welcome back for another week of Jaygeons and Dragclarks. This week we are short two players, Dan and Aaron, so Augie and Grundle are missing, but we are plus one actual Kaziri this week, so that's an advantage.
Yeah, and I'm older now.
Yes,
And possibly still hungover.
we did celebrate birthdays for both Jay and Scott this week.
Yay!
I went first.
It's true, by 24 whole hours.
Doesn't matter, still older.
Yep.
Until Scott finally goes into space and relativistic time takes over and Jay becomes older than Scott.
The one question I do have is, Scott, were you more prepared than I was and got your license renewed before your birthday?
Do I have to do that?
Guess who's taking an Uber to the DMV on Tuesday?
Oh,
God.
gee.
I thought I still had time.
Oh, it's on your 30th birthday when it expires.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Scott's might be different though, since he's had
So
a
how
license in
about
another
we
state.
get back to real fake things?
Okay, real fake doors.
Let's talk more about this real fake campaign of this real fake Annihilation.
You guys can adult later. You can have this conversation all you want at your leisure later.
The
I mean, we
DM's
can.
right. Everybody shut
Yes.
up.
Look, internet, driver's licenses.
They're important. Do them.
All right, Mike. So what happened last week?
So last week started off with you guys finally arriving at Camp Vengeance. You were easily granted access to the camp because you had Silver Tusk with you. You found out that the camp's commanding officer, Commander Breakbone, wasn't very happy about where he was at, the state of things in the camp, or just the general fact that he was there.
Did we take over his frigate after we saved him from pirates?
No, this was on land, so regrettably, no pirates, no ships.
Damn it!
I tried.
He tried very hard and almost got all of you tied to posts in the wood, butt-ass naked,
Yeah,
and murdered by the jungle.
I got told that you kept on saying the word mutiny.
What would you have done?
Say anything else?
Like muttony?
Yes, I would have sown muttony.
So with that being said, yes, Geth did almost get them all put in the jungle for death by saying the word mutiny repeatedly. Said it a couple times in front of the commander, said it a couple times in front of the guards at the camp, and then the team proceeded to try and formulate a plan about lying to the camp's commander while two guards were still standing directly behind them. In the end, though, they agreed to the commander's terms of taking some soldiers back to Port Nyanzaru to get some healing along the way. Grundle did some healing and got all but I think two of them healed up before they made it back to Port Nyanzaru. And because of all of their aid given to the camp of healing some soldiers while they were there, taking some along the road or the river to Port Nyanzaru, and giving some bug spray, the camp commander handed them over essentially what is a challenge coin. It has his seal on one side and the symbol of the Iron Gauntlet on the other, giving them some leverage when it comes to any further encounters with Iron Gauntlet soldiers. And we left off with them pulling into Port Nyanzaru, threatening and dumping off their guide at the time, and thus leaving them in the city guideless with a new Triceratops and a little bit of coin for their trouble of getting people to Port Nyanzaru. And that's where we open.
All right.
So we also Kaziri. We found out about a camp, not a camp necessarily, but a place of interest in the jungle.
I was about to say I'm not really ready to go camping just yet.
That was called was that Umau?
Nope.
Not
Hisari.
Hisari.
You guys
right.
found out about a city called Hisari,
That's right.
which Camp Breakbone believes that the newly resurgence and incursions by the Yuntai are coming from there. It is what he knew of as a Yuntai city.
Okay, what does that have to do with this death curse we're fighting?
Well, we found out that, what's his name, Rasa Nissi, he was a warlord necromancer, who, is aligned with the UNT, and, that may be just our next best step into finding out where this death curse is coming from.
All right, so, that being said, kind of a tangential question here. What are we going to do with this Triceratops?
I
Ride it?
think Taven feels pretty strongly that we need to keep it.
Well, no, like, I get it. We need to keep it because it can do things that we can't. But how do we, keep it alive?
We put it in the folding boat and fold it.
Oh, yes, because I remember how much dinosaurs love origami, and more importantly, being origami.
Well, I'm pretty sure that we put Taben in charge of taking care of the Triceratops. Pretty sure he was enamored with the thing enough that he's figured it out. Right, Taben?
Wonderful.
He's just over there completely ignoring you guys while caressing the dinosaur.
Awesome, we let the meat shield do things.
So the our next plan, and I thought about some holes in this during the past week, but our plan was to get back here to Point Nyanzaru to drop off the soldiers, and then head out of the port around the island to the east, and there's another bay that Hisari is pretty close to. From there, it'd be like a 2-day hike from the beach.
I mean, that's fair, but we just got here, didn't we? We can't stretch our legs out and say congratulations for not dying just for like a half hour.
Oh no, absolutely. I was just letting you know what the next phase of the quest was going to be. Although I was open to talking with that because me and Cloggy were speaking about it a little bit, and I'm not sure if we need to hire another guide, and if we do or don't, do we want to head out through the port and have to deal with that fucking dragon turtle again?
Look, I think I've got something to help out with this. As I go into my bag and I pull out my movable rod. And I just
Great, a stick.
Are you gonna like give that to the dragon turtle? I'm a little confused.
I don't know. This is as far as I got.
We'll call
All I
that,
know is it's a stick with a button.
we'll call that Plan C for now. We'll come back to it.
Another question here is, how do we feel about donating Tabin to the dragon turtle?
Donating.
Yes.
So you tell me,
Like it'll be great. He could sit on the dragon turtle's back. They could give each other rides. It'll be like the never-ending story. They're just swimming around, and then we just don't ask questions and swim away.
but then who's gonna take care of the Triceratops?
And I feel like there's
shit.
never ending story happening already with the Triceratops.
Shit. God damn it! Why do we let him be useful to us? Remember when we were just supposed to kill him?
Yeah, remember that time he killed me instead?
Yeah. We tried breaking his kneecaps. He broke our kneecaps, and how do we lose to a guy like that?
He's really fucking strong.
Yeah, but if any of us had a single thought, we would have won.
Yep.
Are we really bad at this?
I'm starting to think so.
I mean, now we can't all be like Geth and just sit there as like, oh, everything works out. Let me just say mutiny 1,000 times.
Hey, that was Grundledorf's fault.
Yeah, to be fair, it was Grumble's idea, and his speaking out loud of it in front of the commander.
But I'll take credit.
Yeah, but seriously, how does everything just work out for us?
I don't know. Probably because Geth jumps on
Magic.
whatever boat seems easiest, which just at that time happened to be the mutiny boat.
All right.
and then I cast really powerful spells, and things are all right.
I guess that's the case. So, obviously in this stretch out your legs, don't cramp up from all the dying we almost did. What does somebody typically do for that?
Well, I was hoping to find a shop for some spell scrolls. Maybe add a little bit to my spell book.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was so boring. I almost fell asleep.
Yeah, well, you don't have to come with.
Yeah, thank God. Geth, what are you planning to do?
Wait, what's a plan?
Okay, what do you want to do right now that would be fun?
I will say that while you boys are trying to figure out what you want to do, one thing that needs to be done is we have to go back to the market and buy some more bug spray, since I sort of gave some away.
All right, that sounds like your job.
All right.
You thought of it, you get it done.
Damn it.
Geth, what are we going to do?
Something more fun than buying bug spray.
I mean, that's a very low bar to jump over.
You want to ride some dinosaurs?
I was actually just about to suggest you guys do that.
I mean, what if riding dinosaurs is one thing, but what if... No, we can't.
Were you here for that last time, Kaziri?
Eat a dinosaur?
No, not eat a dinosaur. What if I said, stole a dinosaur?
We already have one.
But we could have two.
And we could have a fun one.
You know, a backup dinosaur.
But what if they don't like each other, and then we're trying to keep them from eating each other the entire time?
That's why we have the backup dinosaur.
No, I'm saying the backup dinosaur is trying to eat the Triceratops. Are you saying there's a backup to the backup?
Well, the one that wins is the
backing up
strongest, and
himself.
therefore will survive.
Oh, this is just asinine. I'll walk away.
And for the record, DM, Geth and I don't actually plan on doing anything, but just talking about the stupid shit we can get into.
Hey, if you guys want to do anything, it's your story. I'm just here to facilitate.
I understand that, but at the entire time that Benning is doing stuff, Geth and I are just talking about what we could be doing, and nothing actually gets done.
Okay.
And we'll come back to that later.
Well,
Yes.
whatever you guys want to do, I'm here to facilitate.
I want to buy scroll. I want to try to find a shop to buy some spell scrolls.
Okay, well, luckily it's a merchant port city, so that's easily enough done. Finding a store that looks like it may or may not have magical items based off of what you see in the window.
All right.
Well, you found a store.
Go in it.
Okay, as you enter the store, it is, it's not exactly a specialized store. It's more along the lines of kind of the Walmart of magic stores. It's got a little bit of everything you could ever need: spell components, spell scrolls, the occasional magic item, potions here and there. It's
wall to Walmart.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
It's like fantasy magic Costco.
Yeah.
Hey, the Adventure Zone's already got that copyrighted.
Yeah, but this is a magic one. This is just for magical items.
So behind the counter, you see a Charlton male who's just kind of sitting there minding his own business, kind of zoned out because, well, unless people are specifically looking for magic, he doesn't get much business.
Hey, bub, I'm looking for some spell scrolls.
Hello, my friend. What kind of scrolls would you like?
Well, I guess it sort of depends on the sort of cost that is involved in purchasing a spell scroll. Like a first level spell scroll, how much would that be?
Oh, let me think. I have to remember this now. I wasn't expecting spell scrolls.
While you think, does he look kind of hungry, like cannibalistic hungry, or is it just the ones we found in the jungle?
Just the ones you found in the jungle.
Would I understand that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of it's kind of one of those things. You're looking at the Chultans that exist within the city, and based off of the body type, the demeanor, and the general location, it's easy enough to ascertain that this is not a cannibalistic member of the society.
Okay, good start. Good start.
So he's looking through his paperwork, and he goes, for a level 1, it is 50 to 100 gold, depending.
Alright, how about for second level spells?
Oh, those can be anywhere from 100 to 500.
Boy, it's quite the exponential jump. Alright, I guess first and foremost, I'm looking for us a identify spell scroll. How much of that cost me?
Identify. He is going to be flipping through his... You could always ask.
I'm not there. That's why I put it in the chat.
Oh, I thought you guys were following along.
Nope.
We were talking about nonsense.
Yes.
Well, I thought you were just going to continue following while talking nonsense.
Nope. We're filming our other podcast, Circle of Nonsense.
I just had the name for this place. It was what the fuck did I just have? The Chromatic Shelf. That's what it was called. So he starts looking through. Come on, you stupid thing. What level is Identify?
First. It's a first level wizard spell.
He flips through his book a little bit more and goes, that would be roughly about 90 gold.
90 gold. And I flash like all the writs that I have. Is there any way that we could come down on that price a little? Like maybe something closer to like 70 gold?
He just kind of looks at it and goes, congratulations, you have paper to do business in the city. 90 gold.
Is there any way you can come down on that price at all?
Well, make me an offer.
Like I said, 70 gold.
85.
80.
He's gonna say 84. He's gonna say it.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Alright, am I persuasive? Not really. Alright. It's a 13.
Luckily, he doesn't get enough business that he's not going to risk losing another sale over it, so he goes, all right, 80 gold.
All right, 84 gold and 100 copper.
Alright, 80 gold. Removed from inventory. Alright, and then I'm also looking for a spell scroll for a spell known as I think it's this one, right? Was it that one?
I don't know. Which one were you looking for?
Yeah, it's this one. It's Agonaz's Scorcher. It's a second level scroll. Sorry, second level wizard spell.
Agonazer's what?
Scorcher.
Okay.
Good old Ebenezer Scrooger.
Ebenezer Scrooger.
I have to see what this one does, just to see what a good price for it. Do. 30 foot long and wide. Oh,
There's a joke Aaron would make right then, but
that one. Ooh, that one would be much harder for me to get. I do not have it in store at the moment. So it would be about 450 gold.
450. Do you require payment up front, or is that something that we can settle up when you get it in stock?
That is half now and half upon delivery, just in case you die.
Well, to be fair, that kind of sucks considering you're going to be making all the money off of it regardless, and I'm paying you, 225 gold for nothing?
Do you want this scroll or do you not want this scroll?
Man, for a merchant city, they hate doing business.
They know they've got us over the barrel.
Yeah, this is the only place you can do business in the city in the continent is this city.
Ah, man. My next character is going to be somebody who only believes in the free market.
This is free market. They're taking advantage.
Yeah. I'm going to make my own shop. We're going to sell lemonade at a very low price.
I start discussing us starting a lemonade stand here.
I go along.
Sorry, I just don't think that's a smart deal for myself, so I'm gonna have to pass on that then.
Okay. I am here if you need me.
And then I leave and head over to the shop that we buy the bug spray from.
Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, just about anywhere in the city, you can find it. There's carts within the city that sell adventuring gear. There's full storefronts. There's general goods stores. I mean, hell, if you were so ambitious, you could probably walk up to somebody who looks like they're going adventuring and offering to buy some of theirs.
Just
Take
whatever
your
shop
pick.
isn't this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
let's go
then-
to Fantasy Kmart instead.
Well, actually, I would sort of like to go back to the first one because we spent a lot of gold there. We bought a lot of items from that guy.
I don't even remember what that one's called.
It's not really important.
Okay. I had a name for it, and I don't remember what it is right now. But easily enough, you return to said store. You walk in, and the guy goes, "You're not dead?"
Well, no, not yet.
Huh.
Jungle
Good for
0,
you.
us 1.
Well, seeing as you're back, I assume you want to do some more business.
Yeah, I wound up gifting some of our generous stock of bug spray to a group of paladins out in the jungle. So I was hoping to pick up a little bit more.
Oh, no problem. How much would you like?
I don't remember how much I needed.
You guys gave him about, what was it? I think it was like 5 or 10 gold, maybe 20. I don't know. It was not a lot. I think it was like 5 or 10 gold pieces worth of bug spray at the moment.
Okay, about like,
Splurge, we'll get Taven and carry it anyway. Cool.
I'll buy 10 golds worth.
Not a problem. He pulls out, the bug spray, a big old pack of it, and just hands it off to you.
Perfect. All right. I basically just need like 2 hours of time to myself now, and I can definitely do that while sitting around at Geth and Kaziri's lemonade stand.
All right. Yeah, so seriously, all it has to do is be right here. We only need lemons. We only need water. We only need sugar. We only need things to carry this. We only need customers. Oh, shit, we need a lot of things.
You guys realize you ran yourselves into a problem, right?
We don't have enough lemons.
No, the fact that none of you ever agreed on where to meet up.
I just wandered around till I heard Kaziri.
Easily enough done. Make a perception check.
Me?
Think about it. It's hot. There's no one selling this.
Yeah,
That's 16.
that's a natural 20.
I've got a lemon
It
guy.
almost seems like you heard him from a mile off. Even in this busy city, he has one of those voices that just carries and you can hear him.
And let me tell you, our next adventure is we're going to become phantom thieves of heart.
All right, so you all are met up.
Oh, hey, actually, I got another idea. What if we, guys, everybody come in. Everybody come in. I'm going to try not to shout. I'm going to try. I'm probably going to fail miserably, but I'm going to try. What if we just made that lemonade and try to sell them as potions of healing? And then, with all the profits, we buy real potions of healing.
I feel like I remember this place not being the most hospitable to people taking advantage of other people.
I see it happening in every store. Why don't we just make the store?
All right, yeah, we just need a storefront and some permits, I'm assuming.
I thought you could just write them for us.
I'd rather not lose my hands.
And this is how our adventurers gave up on the death curse and become lemonade moguls.
Yeah, we'll just say that there's a whole bunch of vitamins in there, but it's no healthier than regular water.
I also heard that it's quite refreshing if you add iced tea to the lemonade.
Ooh.
Is
Well-
that some wizard thing?
We'll have to name it after our first customer.
Arnaldo
Well played.
Palmerius.
Dan's just gonna call us up. It's like, yeah, so what got done in today's session? We discovered an Arnold Palmer.
And gave up on your mission.
Pretty
Michael
much.
has now having to look up business law.
It's very similar to birth law. And don't ask questions because Geth will strike you down. Actually, now that I think about it, we probably do need some potions of healing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd
probably
be
not
good.
bad. I think I've got one of them on me. Or did I slam that? No, I've still got one.
Yeah.
No, I have
we're probably,
3. Why do I have 3 of them?
we're,
Well, good for you. I don't have any.
yeah, we're gonna need more than just 3.
Yeah, I don't remember how I got them. Not a clue.
Hey, by the way, I heard that if you put a straw in the bottle of the potion, you could slam it faster.
Yeah, but it gets you dizzy.
Oh, that's only if you have a lot of them, I heard. Look, why don't we just try out with alcohol first? Oh, I've got 3 potions of healing as well.
Yeah, where do we get
You
these?
guys did buy some before you left after you fought pirates and almost died repeatedly.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Was I there for that?
Not positive. Do you have any in your inventory?
No.
Well, then we need to get you some.
Yeah, and then we need to get some beer along the way, because I had fun the last time I drank that.
Hornbread.
Yeah, I wonder if there's still that gouge mark in the wall where Taven threw me into it.
Hey guys, hornbread. All right. Well, I'm gonna take the 2 hours and the 50 gold it requires to get the identify spell into my spell book.
Okay.
And then once that's done, and they go off to do the potions of healing shopping and maybe picking up a cask of ale, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna cast identify on that picture.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to a Bed Bath and Beyond because the potions are in the Beyond section. I'm gonna take Geth with me, and then
Alright.
yeah, are there any scented candles that can also ward off bugs? Just in case we don't want to use up all our bug spray.
So at your bed, bathing, and beyonds, you do find some scented candles that appear to be made out of bug spray and have a wick and seem to just be more one of those creature comfort things for nighttime.
Yeah.
So if you want some, feel free to purchase some.
How much would those run? Excuse me, shopkeep.
Yes, how may I help you?
First off, you have an incredibly amazing voice. Have you ever thought about getting into theater?
No, but thank you.
I mean, you should. But these bug spray torches,
Yes.
how much are those?
Those run you about 5 silver each.
5 silver each. I'll take 5.
Not a problem. 2.5 gold.
All right. Minus 2.5 gold plus 5 bug spray torches. And question, before I leave with these, exactly
Yes.
how long is the range on the bug spray in this?
Oh, about 30 feet.
In any direction or total?
Any direction.
All right. And next up, do you happen to have any potions of healing? My buddy here just used his last one, and we kind of want him around. He's the only one that knows how to drive a boat.
Ah, yes. Standard or greater?
I mean, dealer's choice, is that a thing?
Why, yes. Our standard healing potions are 80 gold apiece.
And the
80.
other one?
Those, the larger ones, run about 300.
Here's a deal on this one. My friend Tyler and I, Tyler, say hi to him. We
Hello?
are actually marketing strategists, and we want to make a commercial series about Bed Bath & Beyond and all that it can do. And we would like you to be the face of this. So how about we trade this? Is we'll start this marketing initiative for free. Now there's an absurd upfront cost on your guys' end if you wanted to make a marketing campaign. We're willing to waive that if you give us, say, 3 potions of greater healing.
What is a commercial?
It is a way to make sure that everyone in Port Narandru knows that you are the be-all, end-all when it comes to creature comforts. Don't trust anybody else. Trust you.
And how would you deliver this media?
I don't think you need to worry about that. You just need to be the face. We'll tell you what to say, how to say it. I'm really just rolling up for a deception check here.
Go for it.
All right. My deception. That is a 17.
He looks intrigued by this idea of a commercial, but he still isn't quite sold on what it is. He's honestly never heard of them.
I mean, it's not, you don't need to worry about what you've heard. You need to worry about what others heal or hear. You're going to make so much money, and all you have to invest is 3 potions of greater healing.
Let's see here. I need... So as you're having this conversation, walks in Tabin, or as you're having this conversation, Tabin walks in,
No, get out!
and your he seems to perk up at him entering the store.
God damn it!
And you know, as you're saying "get out," he waves and goes, "Hi, Indari." And he's starting to walk out the store, and you know, this person gives a very warm smile to Tabin, almost like they know him.
I forgot, wasn't Tabin like famous here?
Yeah, he's a famous gladiator here. And he has a weird penchant for scented candles.
I mean, okay. So, I get the fact
What?
that you know Taven.
What if-
I'm sorry, Tyler, go ahead.
You go.
No, you go. I've said a lot. It's time for you to make your pitch.
What if in this commercial, Taven is in it with you?
Ooh, Tyler. You're the idea man. That's what I love about your pitches. You're the idea man.
After we get through this, I want to talk to him about an investment opportunity.
Wait, a further
Yeah.
investment?
Wait, you are friends with Tabin?
The best of friends.
I saved his life once.
How
give him-
about I give you a 50 gold discount per greater whole potion of healing then?
Oh, we're talking about 2 different things there. We're still on this investment opportunity. Do you now let me ask you, do you want to invest in yourself or do you not?
Make a persuasion check.
Roll for looking gift horse in the mouth.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's a 14 plus 5. 19! Ah, ha, ha. Believe in yourself!
Thumbs up, everybody, for rock and roll.
I am interested in your investment opportunity, but I will only give you 1 greater healing potion for it.
Ooh, okay. You know what? That's a start. What if we instead meet in the middle? 1 greater, 2 regular.
1 greater and 1 regular.
I mean, Tyler, she's driving a hard bargain here. What do you... Do you think that's fine?
I mean, I can move some numbers around and.
Look, if Tyler's cool with it, I'll be cool with it, and we'll meet you first thing tomorrow, and we'll have to talk to Taben's lawyers, of course. It might be a little bit, but we'll be back with a whole marketing strategy for you.
With that, magically a contract appears in thin air, stating everything you literally just said.
Holy shit! You can do that? That's gotta be in the commercial. Tyler. In addition to the idea, man, you're also the words man.
But with that, there's also what appears to be a magical piece of paper taking down your guys' images. This is a merchant city, so contracts and binding agreements are a very big deal. And this person has never heard of a commercial before, so they're just playing it safe and getting as much information on you as possible.
God damn it.
You fucks can get us kicked out of Nyan's roof.
Or killed.
I'm gonna get murdered for trying to make a business.
Meanwhile,
Prove
I'm just
deceit.
sitting there like, just scribbling along. Oh yeah, look at that. That's that arcane symbol.
And they look at you and go, "So what is your full name?"
Tyler.
Tylerton. and my name is
Jack Longwood.
my name is Loki Odinson.
Tyler Tylerson, and you see that appear on the contract and underneath the image of Geth. And what was yours, Jay?
Loki Odinson.
Okay, and Loki Odinson appears on the contract also beneath your image on the other piece of paper.
At this point, as soon as I start looking away towards Geth, and I cast Disguise Self, and I just give myself a soul patch, but everything else is the same.
Flexo. So it was almost completely done with that part of your chin at that point, so it only gets half the soul patch.
That's fine. That's what happens so fast anyway.
It's from right to left, so it's like your face was just shaved down the middle.
I love it.
Official, do you mind if I take that and look it over and run it by my lawyer?
We will not finish this transaction until this contract is signed.
Look, good idea.
That's fine.
Good idea.
That's fine. I need like an hour with my attorney.
So, yep, they cast basically a duplicate spell and give you a copy of the contract.
Can I have the original? My lawyer's really a stickler.
Sorry, the original stays with me.
This is an absolute deal breaker, right? We'll just take our key torches and run.
Look, this is a great opportunity for you, and I can't make it happen unless my lawyer signs off, and he needs the original.
You can make a persuasion check.
What is my persuasion?
Why is it so hard to do anything important or answer room?
19?
Plus anything?
That was with the plus.
They just smile at you and go, sorry, no. They rolled a 19 also.
Dang it.
All right, let's go. Thank you for your tiki torches. We'll be back with a better offer.
At least you guys didn't get murdered.
I know, right?
You're setting it up for it, though.
No, you're setting it up for it because we have the most insightful, chain business owner ever.
It's a merchant city.
Yeah, what's a commercial? This entire city exists without one fucking marketing campaign?
Well, that's the thing, is commercials are kind of an odd thing. There's, you didn't really did a good job selling what a commercial was when they told you, I don't know what a commercial is.
Yeah, that's what fast talking's about.
The old billboard.
It's just gonna be a billboard of them that says, "If you don't shop at Bed Bath & Beyond, fuck you."
Oh, we gotta put Cluggy on that.
Speaking of which, in the background, can I just see Cloggy like clenching his fist and his teeth tighter and tighter as the noose wraps around our necks?
It was more of one of those things of like a facepalm migraine grip, where you just see the fingers digging into his head going, I'm going to murder these assholes.
Can we see his fingerprints in his temples?
Yes.
Oh, God, we were real close to something there.
All right. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Do we want to hire another guide? Like, do we need to hire another guide?
What if we just took a map reading class from the Learning Attic, and then I could be the guy?
I mean, it was kind of fun last time.
Yeah, until the guy tried to sit there and kill us
Well, that
by
was the
taking
fun
us
part.
to where we weren't trying to go. Oh, speaking of which, Needle's Bone. There's some shiny there, right?
It was like a dragon's corpse or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, so there's shiny there, right?
Maybe.
Shiny.
What if we went and
Here.
got the shiny, and then we use it to buy lemonade, and then we become entrepreneurs?
Here, we'll move you guys over to the map of Chult, so you guys can see everything that you are aware of.
I'm looking through the handouts for the different guides, and this Eku lady seems pretty on the up and up.
Eku.
I mean, once bitten, twice shy, and do we truly need somebody?
Well, this person, she knows a lot about the. She seeks to rid the jungle of evil, kind of like us, and she knows of many ruins and ancient temples, so that she may actually be able to help us out quite a bit, getting through there, finding places of interest.
Does it say anything about not wanting to go into monuments?
No.
No. Okay.
She does say that evil imposters who seek to blind you with promises of gold, but will only guide your throats to their blades. So, I mean, she seems less shitty.
What about River Mist and Flask of Wine?
You want to hire someone named Flask of Wine after what we dealt with?
I mean, it sounds like a good time.
Also,
They say they will never lead us astray. That's their whole motto.
Look,
I mean-
if you want to put your trust in cat people, then
What's wrong with cat people?
what's
wrong
with
with
cat
people?
They're cats and they're people. That sounds like a good thing in a jungle.
Yeah, how many dogs do you see in the jungle?
How many cats did we see?
I mean, none, but that's
3.
beside the point. Look, I'm just saying, I'm making my opinion known here. I really don't care. Pick one and let's move on.
No down payment for River and Flask.
If we agree to give them a treasure.
Well,
Where?
okay, no, hard pass.
Where does that say that?
We're happy to serve as guides for only 4 pieces of gold a day with no payment up front. We'll waive the fee entirely for equal shares of whatever treasures we'll find.
Yep, fuck that.
So they can. We could also just pay them the 4 gold pieces a day.
These guys also operate outside of the blessing of the Merchants Guild.
Okay.
We already dealt with some charlatans who somehow managed to become a part of the Merchants Guild. Now you want to deal with people who are so shady they don't even want to be a part of it.
I mean, I kind of, now that you say it that way, I do kind of like the outsider status.
Yeah, they won't charge us 80 gold for one stinking thing.
Alright, well there's also Salida, who straight up tells you
Salida.
everything that, like all the shitty stuff about the other ones. Like she said, Ferul and Gondolo are charlatans, plain and simple. So clearly she knows these people, and she's not. She is clearly pretty no bullshit. river mist and flask of wine owe money to the Zentarum. So potentially, if they waive our fee, they may just deliver us to the Zentarum instead.
All right. The more we talk about this, the more I just want to have nobody. Let's go.
I mean, the simple fact of the matter is, if we decide to go the waterway instead of going through the jungle, then we don't even really need a guide. Like, they're guides for the jungle, and we're not going there.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. We can use a guide next time when we actually need to go jungle hunting, whatever.
Table it. All right. And next, Tyler, you and I need to come up with some more scams.
I also need a new alter ego. I think Tyler is...
Yeah, Tyler Tylerson was not the most creative name.
Everyone knows that alliteration is
half of that is your fault.
creativity.
You've never met anyone whose name was their father's name?
The work for you.
But Corey, you did discover that it is an alchemy jug that you guys have in your possession.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
what does that do?
I will tell you in
Does
just a
it
second.
make ale? Can you make ale?
it is a ceramic jug that appears to hold a gallon of liquid but weighs 12 pounds whether full or empty. Sloshing sounds can be heard from within the jug when it is shaken, even when the jug is empty. You can use an action and name one liquid of the table shown below to cause the jug to produce the chosen liquid. Afterwards, you can uncork the jug and an action to pour that liquid out, up to 2 gallons per minute. The maximum amount the jug can produce depends on the liquid you named. So it can make acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, water fresh, water salt, or wine.
Make 4 gallons of beer.
Yeah, that's as I sit there going like with ale, I'm just sloshing it around. It's like, can you make ale? Does it?
Well, you make some beer and mix in some honey, and there you go. That's more mead than ale, but...
Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. We never have to pay for alcohol again.
And this is where Kaziri's drinking problem starts.
Oh, it started long ago.
What, 30 days ago when you guys first got to Cholton, that was your first drink ever?
Yep.
What are we going to do to... should we, like, ask around, see if there's, like, somebody's head at some sort of luck figuring out how to deal with this fucking dragon turtle?
No, I gotta wait for that. And I just pull out the immovable rod. What?
Can we go down to the docks? Maybe Geth with his sailor wilings can ask people for tips on dealing with the dragon turtle.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah, let's go. As I hold on to the movable rod, it's stuck into the ground. Oh, shit. And I click the button, and I put it back in my back.
So you guys make your ways down to the docks. It is, as you remember it, a very busy area. Ships being loaded and unloaded, dinosaurs being used as pack animals, and, you know, basically whatever equipment they need for getting these ships prepared for moving in and out of port.
Man, pirates are loud. All right, so I think what we've learned in the last day is that Geth and I, not too good at talking to people we need stuff from. Amazing at talking to people we just want to kill. Not too good at talking to people who have value.
Speak for yourself.
So, as you guys are farting around in the docks, Zindar turns up again and goes, "My friends, you have returned. What can I do for you?"
Oh, yeah, Harbour Master. I was actually just looking through my notes to remember what his name was. Yeah, Zindar, we are launching yet another expedition out of the port here, at least hopefully.
You're hunting my last group of pirates.
Yes.
Absolutely. Wait, what?
We've received...
Make deception checks.
Deception.
15 plus 7, 22.
He nods
16.
and goes, at least at it'll load. Kaziri, and goes, very nice. The 2,000 gold bounty for the ship is still out there, and 500 if you bring the pirate back alive.
What if we bring him back less than alive?
More than alive.
Only
What if-
250 if dead.
What if it turns out they were twins and we bring both of them in?
What if he was inside you all along?
Oh, yeah.
The Man Inside Me, book by Geoff Stormwind. But listen, Zindar, we were looking for some tips in how to deal with the dragon turtle.
That is a interesting one. Well, you either pay him or you are very persuasive.
What are things he's persuaded by?
Gold.
Anything
So we
else?
pay him or we pay him?
Pay him
Come
or
on,
pay him
like-
persuasively.
Sailor to sailor.
Well, I've heard with a proper amount of gold and some persuasion, he can be tempted to lower his rate, but he is not dumb and understands this is a vital port, and he can make his treasure off of us because he can sink whatever we have and claim it as he sees fit.
Does he understand what a marketing campaign is?
Do you understand that he is a dragon turtle?
At a fundamental level, no.
Is there anything that he likes other than gold? Like, is there any sort of offering we can make him, like, I don't know, like a fresh goat or something like that?
Like a lady turtle.
Yeah, a
Or
lady
David.
turtle.
Not that I have heard of. The least I have heard people get through with persuasion is 50 gold.
I mean, that's still a lot of money. What if there's a lady dragon turtle that he has been too afraid to talk to, and then we kind of help him out? And it turns out if he just undid his ponytail and took off his glasses, he was hot the entire time.
Felicity Smoke?
Pretty much everything in any teen movie ever.
That's true. Yeah.
pretty general reference. Jenny
Yep.
Briggs, if you will.
So really, it's just about, like, suggesting a certain amount of gold, and if he says more, you give him fucking more, and that's all there is to it.
Yes, or he sinks your ship and you die by the reef sharks or by him, or...
Oh, hey, I got an idea, and this one might only suck a little bit. What if we made our ship really, really tiny with the shrinking ship, and then we're all there, and we're like paddling it, and they'd be like, oh, these guys don't have a lot. Look how small their ship is. And then we could sit there and say, excuse me, sir, we only got a couple gold. Can we please keep it? Because we need to eat and not die. And he'd be like, all right, fuck it, these guys can go. Hello?
No response.
Did I do that thing where I thought I was talking? I was just thinking again.
Let's all pretend that's the case.
Alright, how much gold do you guys have?
None.
That I'm willing to part with.
Yeah.
No, like, how much do you have?
None.
857.
Can I make an inside check on Kaziri?
Go for it.
He doesn't need to roll. He'll instantly know I have more than none because I'm walking around and things are just jingling. Every step I take.
Seriously, though, because I feel like every time we've gone out here, I've been the one tossing money at him. I just want to make sure that we're all even.
Why would we be even?
I've got about 1,400.
What happened to my gold?
That's equipment.
Why do I have so much less?
Right now, with a cursory glance, I have approximately 295 gold, 533 silver, and 966 copper.
Alright, well, I guess I'm paying the fucking turtle then.
But what if we tried the rowboat?
I don't think it's going to work. Also, what are we going to do with the Triceratops if we have a fucking rowboat?
Folding boat. I've always wanted to know what would happen when you put a dinosaur inside it.
Yeah, but what if it kills him?
Food for a while.
Yeah, but then Hisari isn't going to be able to carry all of our stuff.
I'm not even willing to.
That wasn't part of the question.
Then we do the great dinosaur heist.
Ah, jeez. Why don't we just put, like, find some sort of wild animal that isn't beholden to us and put that in the boat and then fold it and see what happens then?
What if we just put Tabin in there?
What if we, like, find, like, a mostly dead squirrel and throw that in there?
Or Tabin.
I said a creature not beholden to us.
Like Tabin.
I need him.
Look, I hate to say this, but it seems like the powers that be, the forces that run this world, will not let us not pay this dragon turtle. That no matter how creative of a choice we have, there is some law like gravity that just sits there and says, no, fuck you.
There's a way around it, and you guys were getting closer to it.
Folding boat.
Was it the lady turtle?
No.
Can it please be the lady turtle?
I mean, if you want to dress up as a lady turtle and give it a shot, I'm not going to stop you.
Well, no. I'm not trying to create that. Why?
No, like I don't. Not really
I
interested
want to
in.
sit there and become friends with the turtle, and maybe he'll wave the fee.
I don't see
Because
the
we
turtle
got
that
a
way.
turtle married. Do turtles marry?
For life.
No, let's move on.
The mirror for life.
Or what if we just found the dragon turtle breeding grounds and take its predators and just destroy all the eggs? That's another adventure.
Wait, what were we talking about a minute ago?
To get him out of not paying his dragon turtle.
Before we folded the dinosaur.
Oh, murdering Tabin with the boat.
Before that.
I don't remember.
I was trying to figure out how much gold everyone had to see who was going to be responsible for paying the dragon turtle. Apparently, it's
There's
me.
immediately that to that.
I think so.
Okay.
Hey, Tabin. How much gold do you have?
None. You haven't paid me at all.
We're not paying you. You owe a life debt. How much gold do you have?
None. You took my gems, and that was all I had.
We took
that
his
actually-
gems? I don't remember that. I
Yeah.
was dead, though.
I don't remember that. That doesn't seem like something I'd do. Actually, it does. No, this tracks. This tracks. But why don't I have that money?
Because you guys returned the gems to the bookie that he owed a debt to. That was the payment.
Oh. Man, we got to get better at getting paid.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we're just standing around and we're just making worse ideas as time goes on. Let's just sit there and pay the dragon turtle.
I guess, yeah.
So you're going to try and go on your folding boat, or are you going to try and charter a boat? What are you going to do?
Let's leave the escape boat in case we need to escape. Plus, I don't know if we have enough people to run that boat through the ocean.
Oh, we only need Gith.
All right. Well, guess captain of this ship.
I'm captain of every ship.
Yeah. What do you say about our Normandy?
I am the captain now.
No, you're not, DM. Shut up.
What was the name of Captain Swift's first mate?
Grig Rundle.
He did not like it when I called him helmsman.
Ruddle.
Greg Rundle?
Ruddle.
Greg Ruddle.
Trundle.
Yep.
Can we maybe find him and see if he'll take us to Refuge Bay?
And I'll say nothing.
Yeah, you can make a perception check for me.
Alright. I can perceive things decently. Not want to roll that bad, though. A 10?
Luckily, he still has the Brazen Pegasus. a rather ornate ship, and near the end of the docks, you do see it moored.
Ahoy, well, captain, I guess, right?
Yep, you guys gave him the ship and made him a captain.
No, right. That was me. I was saying that to him. I was like, I guess it's captain now.
Whisper in his ear, only we can say that. He said ahoy.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, we were looking for to charter a ship to Refuge Bay.
He's kind of pinching the bridge of his nose, remembering the trouble that you guys got into before, and the fact that you got his captain killed.
We didn't get anybody killed. Oh, no, I'm not talking.
There was an unfortunate circumstance surrounding attempting to attack pirates. I mean, at the end of the day, that was a joint venture from ourselves and Captain Swift and her crew. Rest in peace, however people do that. But it went tits up, as these things happen sometimes. I don't think that was anybody's fault in particular. That's just the dangers of pirate hunting.
Make a persuasion check.
3.
Well, luckily for you, and in memory of Captain Swift, he goes, "Fine, as long as there's no fighting, I will take you to Refuge Bay and leave you there."
No fighting.
One way.
One way, huh?
Look, maybe this is just me, guys, but are we terrible at making friends?
I think we are.
Because it seems like every social situation we get into, everyone just ends up hating us.
What's your price,
I
Captain?
cast friends on him.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
I remember I can magically make friends when he said we can't make friends, and I cast friends.
Well, he goes, "I was willing to do it out of the kindness of my heart in memory of Captain Swift and the relationship you built with her."
Is there anything we can do to make this trip a round trip?
Regrettably, I have a business to run, and I need to make money, and my methods aren't exactly conducive
But let me tell you about
legal or time.
Let me tell you about an investment opportunity.
Okay.
2 words. Lemonade.
With that, he raises his hand and goes, "Do you want the ride or not?"
I thought we cast friends.
He did. He's open to it. He's just asking the question now of, do you want to ride or not?
Yes.
Ask him what the price is.
He already
What would it
told you what the
cost?
price was.
What
Please.
about getting back?
I didn't hear what the cost was.
He said he'd be willing to do it for free.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's one way.
But one way.
But one way, yes.
could we pay you whatever you would have charged us to get there to take us back? I mean, you do have a business to run. I understand that. I'm paying you for your services. Potentially, depending on the cost.
You're going to pay me in excess of what I would make smuggling?
I mean, it seems like smuggling's kind of a feast or famine kind of thing. What is?
What we
What
can
is
offer
the
you is something
average?
better to smuggle.
Yes.
I got a lemon guy.
Wait. What?
Make a persuasion check.
And I have advantage, right?
Yeah.
I got a lemon guy.
21.
Is the lemon guy's name Arnold Palmer?
Arnaldo Palmerio.
I never reveal my sources.
A drink wizard?
You've heard of the Wizard of Wines.
Now the
No.
mage of mixed drinks.
So, luckily that's convincing enough. He goes, all right, but I will give you a week. I can stay moored there for 1 week. After that, I have to get back to business because I must assume you're dead.
I think that's fair.
That doesn't give us a lot of time at Hisari, but that's fair. We can't really ask more than that.
I mean, we can. We'd just be dumb for doing so.
It's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
also, that persuasion check, he goes, in case you don't die and get lost, I will check back every week at the beginning of the week on my run leaving the city.
Ooh.
Friends in a convincing lemon guy argument.
Man, what if I told you that when this business gets off the ground, you'll have yourself a joke. Nope, don't make that joke. That's going to be really offensive.
Kaziri has come self-aware rather fast.
Yeah. I mean, that's what 20 charisma will do for you. But it won't help you get a deal in a shop at all. All right, let's get going.
Yeah.
Yo.
We've had enough failed plans for one day.
All right. So, looking at the map here, let's see how long it would take you guys to get there.
3 weeks, and then it turns out we only get 1/3 of the way there, and he drops us in the water.
We'll say he's sailing at a fast rate. It'll take about 7 days. But when you guys go to leave Port Nyanzaru, of course, the usual happens. And you come across your dragon turtle buddy.
You know, we never got his name.
Yeah, you did.
You know, I don't remember his name.
It's Aramag.
You know, I can't spell his name.
Aremag.
All right. Now I can, apparently.
So as you guys
I feel
are
like the
leaving,
winds just told us how to spell his name.
the sea ahead of you rolls and churns, and waves crash over the bow of your ship, driven by sawtoothed hills rising from the heaving foam. Water streams off the rising crags like rivers crashing down a mountainside. At last, the emerging island stops, growing in size, although the sea around it still tosses your ship like a drifting feather. Then a huge blast of steam erupts from the waves, and through the drifting rainbow-crossed mist, you see an immense beak and a milky eye the size of a hogshead cask staring blindly in your direction. As the water calms, you also spot a dozen or more shark fins circling the ship. But what would you like to do?
Kaziri, can you try to convince him to take 50 gold?
The shark fins seem new this time.
Nah, I remember that from last time. It basically just says if you fall off the boat, you're fucked.
You remember things so much better than I do. As I take out my movable rod and I plant it right dead center in every plane of the ship, and I click the button.
Well, luckily your rod doesn't move, but the ship keeps moving. Nah.
Makes absolutely no sense.
Well, the immovable rod
I
cannot
have an
move.
idea.
So it hits the immovable rod, and then it stops where the immovable rod is at.
Yes, giving me something to hold on to.
Yeah. But that's
Okay.
not saying that the ship stops moving.
I understand that,
I-
but the way you described it made it seem like I just froze the rod in place and I'm breaking the ship around it.
How
Well,
deep is the
did you
water?
put it against the deck or no?
Yes.
So let me take a look here.
I don't think it really states like how a immovable rod works, but like I always imagined in my head, like if you put it on a surface, it's immovable from that surface. But if you like
Yes.
put it in the air, then it's stuck in that point in space. So like if he had put it in the air and the ship rose up to meet it, it would hit the ship. But then if you put it on the ship, it would be like installing a railing.
Well, it's use an action to press the button, which causes the rod to become magically fixed in place. The rod becomes immovable, not what it's attached to, unless it has no room to move. In my opinion.
You're making this more complicated than it has to be. I'm just making a handhold.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is the rod doesn't move, but the ship, because the sea is ebbing and flowing and moving up and down with the waves that were created.
I understand that. I'm just making a handhold.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said the ship continues to move, but the rod does not.
So
How do
wait,
you-
Mike. Okay, we're getting confused because you are saying something. So, is it attached to the ship or is it fixed to a point in space?
Fixed to a point in space.
That's the opposite of what it should be doing.
How is it the opposite of what it should be
It-
doing?
I placed it on the deck, so it's immovable to the deck. It should be able to sway with the boat. It is literally just something that I can hold on to where I'm standing at, where my hands will be able to like have a decent grip on it.
Okay. Yeah, that works for me. We'll make that how it works.
Because the entire idea is like if you're falling across a rock face and you click the button as you drag the rod around, you're now making a handhold, so you're not falling to your death.
Well, yeah, you click the button and it would lock itself in place, correct?
Yes, but if I have nothing to attach it to, gravity still has effect. It's not like, oh, I'm falling to my death. Let's click this button. Boom. Oh, I'm just here like in the middle of an Acme cartoon.
The rod does not move even if it's defying gravity.
Then I could not be more confused right now.
I'm reading it verbatim. It says the rod does not move even if it's defying gravity. It can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. More weight causes the rod to deactivate and fall. And it requires an action to make a DC 30 strength check to move the fixed rod up to 10 feet on a success.
So what Mike is saying is you actually could, while falling, click the button and stop falling, as long as you're able to maintain your grip on the rod.
That was not something I was aware of then.
Yeah, I'm reading it verbatim from, the handbook. Double
Okay.
check me if you want to be sure. It's
I
not
am.
going to hurt.
I definitely am. Because that seems something way too powerful for a level 3 character to ever get.
Powerful, sure, but limited in use, absolutely.
All right, well, I'm still doing what I'm doing, but apparently it can sit there and defy gravity. Okay. Still doing that. Where were we at?
You basically have made a handhold that is stationary relative to the ship, but the ship is static in the sense it's not moving forward or backwards. It's just kind of rocking and rolling with the waves as Agmar circles the ship.
And I suggested that you try to persuade Agma to take 50 gold.
We've seen everything that I can do. There's no way I'm helping this.
But with that, basically, you see Ruddle walk up, throw about 300 gold in the sack, throw it overboard, and the dragon turtle descends beneath the waves, and he says, "Let's go. I said I would take you there free of charge. Let's go."
All right.
I unclick the button so I don't get carried off of the ship.
All right, easily enough done. You guys make it down to the Bay of Refuge. All right, so come on, you stupid thing. Oh, I spelled it backwards, that's why. So, as you guys know, this is from your time in Chalt and the sea stories that you heard. This is a pretty decent launching point for expeditions into the southern portion of the jungle. Has relatively safe place for making landfall. It's white sand shores, pretty common, for Chalt. There is a town called Ishau, once stood at the head of the bay, but the foundation sank into the sea during the spell plague. But beneath the waves, as you ride into the bay, you see what remains of the city beneath the water.
So like we can see the ruins through the water? Interesting.
And down there, you're seeing, all sorts of sea life, reef sharks, plesiosauruses, crabs, any kind of thing you can think of.
Any
I
merfolk?
tell Rundle to avoid the sunken buildings because he failed to avoid the rocks the first time around.
So, I gotta move you guys now.
Black screen.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of them. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, so there we go. We're at a beach.
On a boat?
On a boat at a beach. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So we'll just make these noises.
Woohoo.
Well, yep. So this is what you guys land at. A beach.
All right.
But at this point, weather-wise, I'll give you guys a heads up before you get off the boat. Let's say we're looking at slightly warmer day. There's a good strong wind coming off the bay. About it. It's a fairly easy day for you guys to get in and out of port. Kind of a pleasant sailing day.
All right. Well, I guess check the map and try to navigate towards Hisari.
Okay, you guys are aware that it is going to be due south, maybe slightly southwest of you guys. But as you guys land at the beach, not that one. I gotta find it again. You guys hear and feel as you get off the boats a kind of thundering thud permeate through the ground.
Is it another zombie T-Rex?
Did Rundle hit another rock?
I don't know. You guys can make a perception check.
I take 20.
Oh, I rolled a 20.
I take his 20.
I rolled a 14.
So, as you guys see, coming up the beach is a group of frost giants with 2 winter wolves.
Oh,
They
jeez.
look very, very miserable on this beach and really out of place.
Yeah.
How did they get here?
That's not my problem.
So, they're approaching you guys. Are you going to stand there and wait for them to come up, or are you going to make a run for it?
Oh my God, cat.
Rundle,
Out.
what the hell's going on?
Well, Rundle's still on his ship. You guys had to take small boats into the bay to land.
Then I'm apparently just talking into the wind.
You said they look miserable and they're coming right at us,
Yeah,
but we're out in the water, or are we accurately
You-
represented on the map?
accurately represented. You're basically right at the beachhead.
Guys, we have our first customers.
I guess just sort of, I don't know, what do you guys want to do? Hold to see what it is they want? Does anybody speak giant?
I mean, isn't it just
could-
deeper and slower?
Try that.
What if we just sit there and try to look low key for a little bit? What they do?
Do giants speak primordial?
You can try.
They're going to speak giant and common. So you're just gonna hang there while they approach?
Because every time I try to do something, it ends up hurting the party. So I'm gonna try to be low key for a second.
I want to cast Shape Water kind of around them and just make it dance around like fountains at Disney World.
Okay. So, as they approach, they stop and look at the group and go, "We're looking for someone. Have you seen them?"
We just spent the last 7 days at sea. We haven't really seen anybody that isn't in these two boats.
And
you
I
just-
sit there and try to, like, that was really loud in my ears and just,
You just asked if we saw them and didn't tell us anything about them.
Fair enough. We're looking for a person named Artist Climber.
That rings a bell,
That
but
actually
I
does
don't
sound
know
pretty
that we saw him. Well, I know exactly why. I just don't want to say.
Oh, I do remember why now.
Can you make a deception check for me?
Oh yeah, 25.
All right. I need to actually make 3 of these. They look at you and go, "What have you heard of him?"
I've heard his name around. Somebody back in the port was talking about him, I think, but couldn't tell you anything specific.
Well,
I think he might be back in the city, maybe.
make another deception check for me. They know of him. They know his ideas, so him being in the city is not...
That one's a 20 total.
Da, da, da. I need you to roll again.
Roll again.
Yeah, they matched you.
Big roll. 11.
Fucking hell. Roll again.
Oh boy. Big money, big money. 13.
All right. So with that, surprisingly enough, they look at you and go, "City? Really? Are you talking Port Nyanzaru?"
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because that's where I was hearing them talk about him, but, I couldn't say for sure.
With that, he looks at the other 2 party members and goes, "What about you 2?
me, I'm just a tourist.
I'm all I had was rumors in Nyanzaru. That's it.
All right. Well, luckily that Geth has been convincing enough. They go, "Thank you," and proceed to haul ass north with ignoring you guys and leaving it at that.
It was fucking terrifying.
A little bit. Especially because I have exactly what they want, I think.
You like to make an insight check?
Yeah. 21?
Yeah, you know exactly
Wait.
what they were looking for.
Sorry, 20. But yeah.
You
like-
knew nothing about it.
I mean, frost giants, and you have a ring of frost that's perpetually surrounded by cold and being able to make a cold sphere? Yeah.
Yeah, thought so.
It actually turns out there's just a giant trail of ice wherever Geth has been.
If he was wearing the ring, oh, I'm sure that would have happened a couple times by now, but he doesn't have it equipped.
Correct.
Yeah, you guys got really lucky with that.
I'd rather
All
be
right.
lucky than good.
So, with that, you guys are about to traipse into the jungle. It's the start of the day. You've encountered frost giants. You want to make a navigation and a perception check for me?
Navigation. With advantage?
Is Guest still helping you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Then yes.
Alright, that's a 22.
All right. make it into the jungle without incident. Beyond that, you don't really encounter anything. If you guys want to make one more navigation and one more perception check, and we'll see if we can get you where should be a little expedited.
A 10?
Can you roll a d4 for me? Or no, a d6, I mean.
Oh, okay. 6.
6 dragons appear. We're all dead.
Alright, so...
Why do I always get, like, some really good survival checks, some really bad ones? I don't get it.
So, on your last and final day, you feel slightly disoriented and not sure if you're quite heading in the right direction anymore. And now you have to make me a perception check.
One of us or everybody?
Whoever wants to.
16?
5. I'm real disoriented.
I'm
Well,
afraid.
luckily, with your delving into the jungle, you managed to avoid some of the pitfalls of it, some hazardous plants with a 16. But based off of the map and how far you guys know you can travel, you know that you're a little bit off course. So if you want to make another navigation check for the next day.
Why don't you make this one with advantage, Geth?
Alright. It's survival?
Yep.
Good roll. 17.
Okay. You took note the day prior with your perception check and with taking over navigation for the day that you skirted around some ruins and proceeded to get back into the jungle, which seemed like an incorrect path to take. So on this day, you correct your path and actually make it into Hisari.
I'm going to sort of grumble under my breath about having to do everything myself.
So, what you come upon is a ruined city that stands at the foot of the crown, which is a fuming volcano that marks the western end of the Sky Lizard Mountains. You don't see any of the unity that you thought you would, and half of the city has fallen into an underground cavern. But the rest of the city that remained above ground has been engulfed by vines and creeping flowers. It's covered in moss, latticework, and ash from the volcano that it sits at the foot of. So you found where you wanted to be. What do you want to do?
So, this may sound like a very dumb question, but why were we supposed to come here?
It just seemed like our next best lead. We were looking for the source of the death curse. We figured out that there was this necromancer who aligned himself with the UNT, and the people at Camp Vengeance. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but the Commander Bonebreak, he said something about UNT attacking the camp, right? As well as undead?
Not they've been attacking the camp, but the patrols have been coming across the UNT more and more commonly.
Oh, right.
Which for a group that tends to want to be secretive and hide away from most people, it's an odd thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the only UNT city he had ever heard of.
Right. So it looks like the entire city's been... It's ruins? It's not inhabited?
Yeah, it's not inhabited. It looks like it's collapsed. Somebody want to make an Arcana check for me, though?
That sounds like a Benning thing to do.
That sounds like a real Bennett thing. Alright, that's 15.
21.
Shit. So, Benning, you are aware that there is some kind of a spell here. You're not exactly sure what kind. Kaziri, on the other hand, you basically nail this one on the head and understand that it's a ward. The entire city seems to be encompassed by this magical ward, and that it is, in essence, the antipathy or sympathy spell. And it is tied to this city and the people that used to inhabit it, the Yuntai. And that you don't know how long it's been here, but it's been long enough for the city to fall into ruin, and that the Yuntai are prevented in every aspect from reclaiming this once great city of theirs.
So, hold on a second. You're telling me that this is speaking out of character right now. Someone cast antipathy on the Yuan Ti, and it hit every Yuan Ti in the area, causing the city to degrade.
No, it was specifically ingrained into the city. Somebody put in the effort to turn this entire city into the place that the Yunti could not return to.
So I'm still a little confused on this. Is essentially there's a number of enchantments here that drove the Wanti out of the area.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm not lost. Look, guys, don't ask me how I know this because I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like there are a number of things here that have led to great lengths of power, drove things from the home. From what little I know about it, it seems like it's something that it may not affect us, but if you start feeling this overwhelming urge to turn around and leave, listen to it, because it means we don't want any part of this shit.
Or it means that something important is here that somebody doesn't want found.
And do you think we're the best equipped to handle that right now? All I'm saying here is this is just survival instinct. If any of us drop down, are weeks away from getting saved. At a certain point, I feel like our own ass is more important than whatever's down here.
Could I cast Detect Magic so that I know the spell too and see what I know about it? To see if it affects anything in the region, if it's sort of like a pathogen sort of thing where it only affects a specified type of creature, that kind of thing.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a ritual, so I'm just gonna do it. It just takes 10 minutes.
In those 10 minutes, would you guys like to look around at all and see if you can get any kind of a finger on what really happened here?
Investigation?
Yep.
What's my investigation?
I'm not very good at that.
Straight roll.
3.
Natural 1.
So
I know magic, but I don't know what's right in front of me.
Well,
What were we looking for again?
Just to see if you guys could figure anything out that happened in the city while Benning was trying to see if he could learn the...
Damn it, Guess. Where's your lemon guy?
I don't think he can help with this.
Well, luckily, the city hasn't been completely reclaimed, and even with your guys' shitty rolls, it's evident that this happened a good long while ago, but there are also traces that remain in the stone of, basically decaying Yuntide corpses. They have stained the stone, and it looks like that it happened while they were leaving the city. So it seems like this happened a while ago, but how far is hard to tell, and what the exact cause and where they went isn't immediately discernible. But what'd you get for your? Oh wait, it's a ritual, so it doesn't matter, does it?
Right.
With detect magic, you learn that it's not the exact spell in the sense. You know, it's weird. It's tailored specifically to the Yuntai, but its exact causality is alien to you.
Okay. Can I how much of the city is not fallen into the sinkhole or whatever?
It's about a 50-50 split.
About a 50
The
split.
south side on the mountainside is what collapsed into the sinkhole. The north side, which you guys are on and walked into, is still up on the surface.
I'd like to take a look around while still having detect magic up, because it lasts for 10 minutes after I cast it, to see if I can discover any magical items, anything like that in the vicinity while I'm looking around. During that time, I'm going to be looking for any sort of books or journaling of anything of that sort about what's his name, Rasa Nissi, yeah. To see if there was someone wrote on a journal Rasa Nissi has come, end of days.
Would Kaziri and Geth like to assist with this and make more investigation checks, see what you guys can learn?
Try.
That wasn't a roll.
That was even worse. That was a 2.
Natural 2.
15 again.
Hey, as it turns out, if I just draw the circle in the sand, nobody can come into it.
I
carefully skirt the circle in the sand.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't want to go into it. I went around it. He said nobody could go in it. Why would I try to go in it?
I'm yelling at Geth. He kicked the sand.
Oh.
I kicked it.
Nothing was supposed to go into that. That was my safe zone. Why are you doing this to me?
I draw a square around him in the sand. Say, now you can't get out.
Oh, God damn it.
So, with your 15 and an investigation check, the whole city with detect magic is kind of radiating this dull magic glow. Nothing really stands out. But surprisingly, with you guys playing in the sand, you find a piece of parchment that is between the circle that Kaziri drew and the square that Geth drew. And on it, surprisingly enough, is one word, but what it is written in the Unity language.
I can't comprehend languages. Give me 10 more minutes, boys.
Does it look like dick butt?
No, it does not look like dick butt.
Well,
Can I try to read it?
Then.
You can try and read it.
What do I roll?
That'd be intelligence.
Is one T just like English, but there's a lot more S's?
13.
Well, regrettably, it is not a language you're familiar with, so you can't read it.
Can I read it now?
Yes, you can read it now, and it has one word on it, and it says Omu.
Hey, that's familiar.
Oh, I know what that is. That's a bird creature, right?
Make a history check for me.
Natural 3.
It's exactly like an emu.
You're rolling great.
It's a bird creature.
Yep.
It just
We
says
solved this one, boys.
it just says Omu. Which is funny because so does my notes, and I don't really know why.
I didn't realize there were so many ornithologists here in Chult.
Geth, what was Omu?
What?
That's all that's written on this piece of parchment. It just says Omu. And I remember Commander Bonebreak saying something about Omu when he was talking about Rasa Nissi. I just don't remember what the fuck was Omu.
Was I supposed to be listening to him?
It's a sound the cow makes. Why are we this dumb?
A surprise cow, oh, moo.
I don't remember the Omu thing.
Yeah, all I have written in my notes is Omu.
I wasn't here for this because they thought I would start a mutiny.
Is that the lobster people?
Can I make like a remembering check?
Certainly try.
History?
Yes,
No.
it'd be.
It's a remembering
Is it
check.
plus anything?
Recent history?
It'll just be a. We'll do a straight intelligence check to see how that worked out for you.
11.
You remember it was mentioned to you. You remember that Captain Breakbone told you about it. That you heard whispers in the city, but the exact details of it escape you.
Damn it. Fuck. I don't remember. Is there a... Like, looking around the part of the city that's fallen into this hole, is anything in there whole, or does it all look ruined completely? Like, how far down is it?
Does the hole look like a hole? Is that the question here?
What kind of a hole does this hole look like?
How holy is this?
You can make a perception check for me.
Yeah, let's have Corey roll more dice. Oh, actually, a 22. Okay.
Natural 4. Slowly coming up, boys.
12.
So, you're 22. You realize that it looks like this was actually built on an underground that the people were unaware of, and the rock face finally gave way after years and years. There are some structures, depending on how far they fell, that the foundations are still there, but others, are in a little bit better repair. But it all seems to be getting reclaimed by the jungle or covered in ash from the nearby volcano.
Volcano.
Is there any discernible, safe path down there?
You would have to, with your perception check, skirt to the outskirts of the city and find a point where the shelf didn't break, and then continue walking towards the mountain till you found safe access down there. Or you could always try and jump.
I mean, how far is it?
It's 60 to 70 foot.
Yeah, no.
Take the immovable rock. Just before you land, click the button.
Just you see Kaziri jump, just like click, 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 click.
It takes an action, so it's still like 6 seconds before I can click, and another 6 before I click again. So you gotta time it up pretty well.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking awful. I'm not gonna lie.
But hey, continuous monkey bars off a mountain.
Very true. I mean, do we feel like there's any reason to go down there? I'm sort of grasping at straws here, because since the Omu the Omu trail of breadcrumbs continues, and I don't even remember what I'm looking for.
Considering that I was not in the building at this, I was not at this conversation at all, I have no way to help you.
I'm just saying, do you feel like there's anything? Does it seem worth it to you to go down into the hole?
Fuck no.
Kaziri, can I get you to make a perception check?
Natural 3, 4.
Well, luckily, with all of your talk of birds and birds being on your mind, and just kind of being disenchanted with this whole thing, you notice, as you're sitting in your circle of protection, a bird-type creature flying through the sky. It is a combination of humanoid and bird. And it seems to be circling and observing you guys.
Oh dear God, it's an emu!
Omu.
How far is it now that Kaziri's pointed it out?
It looks like it's staying probably a mile and a half out from you guys, but it's continually circling.
That's interesting. Have I ever read anything about there before? I certainly haven't seen it, unless it came from that one place.
That one place?
Yeah, the one place, the Shadowfell, the place we don't talk about.
No, it didn't come from there. You can make a history check, intelligence check, if you want to see what you know of it.
All right. Hey, it's a 24.
So, thanks to
Oh, sorry, a 34.
oh jeez, Hisari and his happenstance of stumbling into this, you notice that it's a Aarakocra, one of the bird people flying around.
Ah, all right. Seems more and less off-putting all at the same time.
It's hard to discern too much about it because of sheer distance.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be doing anything to threatening you. It's just keeping an eye on you guys and what you're doing at this city.
Yeah. Don't talk about mutiny.
What about bird mutiny?
Let's just be safe and say no to that too. Like let them bring up mutiny before we start talking about it.
I mean, it doesn't sound right to me, but I'll do it your way.
Should we maybe try to signal to it?
What are bird signals?
I would just try
Caw.
waving, doing one of these. I could shoot a couple firebolts up in the sky, like, hello, these are signal flares.
What if we just have, we got sand here. Why don't we just write down hello, and then that's it?
Yeah, okay.
Or the water can do it. Wait, is there water still?
It is a
No, thanks to
jungle.
global warming, it's all vapor now.
Dang it.
Well, there are pools of water that exist because it is a jungle and occasionally damp and rains a lot.
Okay.
Man, I'm mad because I thought I was taking decent notes last week, but apparently not.
So you guys,
yeah.
are you gonna signal or what?
Yeah, we're gonna signal.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
I write hello in the sand. Using my circle of protection as the O. And then I go right back into my circle of protection.
You're sitting in the middle of this O, and with the Aarakocra seeing you write out this word, he proceeds to land about 20 foot off from you guys with a decent amount of grace for a creature that is not all too familiar to you. And he's just standing there looking at you guys.
Hello? Might as well just echo what it says on the sand. Hello?
Hello.
Why were you watching us?
It is part of my patrol route.
What are you patrolling for?
We are here to protect what we have at the monastery.
Omu?
No.
Do you know what that
Omu
is?
is a cursed place.
Is this hole in the ground here Omu?
No. This is Hisari, ancient city of the Yuntai.
Okay, then what specifically is Omu? Because we are so confused right now.
Yeah, what is Omu?
Omu is a cursed city. Death permeates from Omu. Omu was the temple and home of the Chalton aristocracy.
And where is that in relation to here?
I do not know, but if you ask my master, they should be able to tell you.
Who are you?
Damn it! I don't even know a good Aarakocra name.
Birdface.
Hey, Ron.
Have you
Hey,
been?
Ron?
Beak?
Yeah, AA Ron. Everybody
All right.
knows
I'm calling him Bird.
AA Crowcra has to have an AA name.
All right. Jay just named him Aaron.
Is that a hyphen or a apostrophe between the A's?
It's
Ron.
surprisingly both. I'm surprised you don't know bird culture.
Actually, I'm going to write it in my notes that way.
Surprisingly enough, Kaziri, for some weird reason, is strangely versed in bird culture.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when you don't have friends because, well, Waterdeep Neverwinter sucks.
All right, Aaron. What you said something about a monastery? Like who are you guys?
We are the Kokra.
He's gonna need more information than that.
Yeah, like do you have like a holy order of the Arakokra or something like that? Or are you just a monastery full of bad people?
We are protecting the remnants of the Cholton royal family.
Oh,
We live at Kursabal.
And where is that in relation to here?
That is, let me get an exact distance.
the Golden Throne. Is that where they are? No, that's the royal palace where the princes meet.
That is for you about 8 days northwest. Give or take.
So why do you feel compelled to protect this royal family?
Is it the Garden Palace of Langalore?
No, it is our monastery.
Okay, you never answered my question. Why are you compelled to protect this family?
I have to find the exact reason behind it.
Are these families the descendants of Princess Zelkor?
Yes, that is the family we protect.
Well, guys, my notes are actually not fucking useless entirely.
What?
Our reason behind it is we have always been charged with protecting the royal family. And when the time came, this was all we could do when they were outed by the merchant princes.
Protect them from what?
From the merchant princes. The merchant princes ousted the royal family out of Nyanzaru.
And is that the only threat to them?
Well, at this point, there are only two that remain, and being human and squishy, they are not well suited for jungle travel. So the jungle will try and kill them if we do not protect them.
So your first thought was let's have them in the most inhospitable place. Now I don't know a lot of royalty, but I don't see many of them doing well in harsh areas.
They fled into the jungle at first. When the merchant princes had their coup, and we came to their aid as soon as we gained word.
Has the death curse affected the rest of the family?
All we know is that those who are dead remain dead, and we cannot revive them. There are only two left.
Do you know anything about this death curse?
I do not, being a scout myself, but my master may.
And you said it was 8 days for us on foot to get to your master?
Yes, do you have a map?
Of course. I pull out the map.
What if we don't have skills to read said map?
Speak for yourself.
All right. Let me,
I mean, let's see. How many times has Benning got us directly to where we wanted to go?
I'm 1 for 3.
So let me...
This guy may be a more capable guide.
So as you guys pull out your map, I'll move you guys back over so you can see, which is going to be a long-ass drag and drop. But seeing as you guys were hospitable enough and, didn't shoot anything at him, he's easily, very trusting of you guys for some weird reason. Probably because of the mention of Omu and all that shit.
Yeah, because there's nothing more trustworthy than the first time you meet people naming a cursed city.
Well, only stupid people or those trying to save the world have traveled to Omu. And, they keep an eye on the relative area. So you guys, if it's loaded yet, are down here,
Mm-hmm.
and you're looking for Cursor Ball, which is up here.
Right by Needle's Bones.
Yep.
Told you we should have gone after the dragon bones. Should
Uh,
have made power armor.
hey, Ron,
The
is there
Needle's
any
Bones.
aid that you can give us in getting from here to Cursor Ball?
Regrettably, I could only carry one of you.
Tibbs.
You,
Were we supposed to talk about this?
you wouldn't by any chance be decent enough of a guide to just walk us there, would you?
Or fly above us and tell us where to go.
Or make 3 trips?
More like 5 trips, 6, and then you got your freaking Triceratops.
Can he carry that?
No.
Can he
I
carry all the
can
baggage?
aid in guiding you there, but I will not walk this jungle.
So, like, I mean, I guess
Could you at least alert us if there's incoming threats? Make sure we're not caught up flat-footed? Or flat-clawed? I'm not sure how to say it.
Yes, but I will return at the dawn of every day to aid you and guide you for the day. I will not stay in this jungle at night.
You're very particular about how you wish to help us.
in no uncertain terms.
It almost feels like everybody here on this goddamn island's a fucking prick.
Well, boys, it sort of seems like our hands are kind of tied here, right?
I mean, we can sit there and explore this cursed city and see if this magic is gonna fuck us like it fucked the Wanti.
And, I mean, we didn't find anything useful, and we spent a decent amount of time here looking around, searching through scraps.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, we got no other choice.
Yeah, maybe someone in the former royal family can help us out with some
Well,
information.
since we're at about our 2-hour limit, I'm sure we want to go to Dragons. We can call it there and let you guys think on it. But I mean, especially for the freaking roleplay you guys did earlier with the whole lemon thing and commercial and shit, I have to give you guys like 750 experience for that shit. That was just too good to not.
Nice.
And we avoided fighting giants.
Yep.
And Corey, how much did Jaziri have last week? Was it 125 or 150?
I think it was 175. Let me look through my text really quick. $175.
Cool.
For shortchanged, everything you guys did last week, I wanted to bolster a little bit. It was really damn impressive how convincing you guys could be. I just had some really good rolls on my side.
Alright, I'm going to stop the stream there. So, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in a little bit for Rise of Tiamat, or Rise of Somebody, as we've joked around about calling it.
Rise of a person.